Mike Ditka, Sparky Anderson, Tom Landry, Al Arbor, and Casey Stengel. These great coaches may have coached in different sports, but they shared a common student, and that was the professional athlete. In the financial markets, it's rare to find a coach, and that's one of the reasons why I began the Contrarian Trader. In our business as swing traders, we have many opponents in the arena, whether it be the long biased financial news media, the Wall Street analyst, the algorithmic trading programs that front run our orders, or the well dressed hedge fund manager who talks his book on CNBC. Those are some of the opponents that we deal with on a day to day basis, but there's one opponent that can be even more costly than those people I just mentioned, and that is ourselves. After all, trading is all about psychology and self discipline, and frankly, being honest with oneself. I don't day trade because, frankly, I'm honest enough to admit I am not good at it. The two greatest mistakes that every trader at some point in time in their career has made has been one, not knowing when to cut losses, and two, acting impulsively. As a Contrarian Trader member, that's where the tool of Trade Coach helps you to get a second opinion on a trade before you act. Let me give you one of the most recent examples of a Trade Coach request that a member had submitted to me. It was after the close on January the 24th, 2013, and Apple Computer was in a free fall. And you can see it here on this daily chart. And you can see that there was a topping tail that day when it closed. And I pulled up the chart, and as you can see, on the 24th, the candlestick showed a wick, or a shadow, as I like to call it, a topping tail. Either way, what this represents is resistance. There are sellers up here, and they close it down below the $460 level. And before replying back to the member, I wanted to have a plan of action. And as a matter of fact, I posted a blog. You can check out my blog, January the 24th. Best swing trade, Apple, is the subject line. Besides the volume indicating that there were institutions dumping the shares, what I did was I pulled up a weekly chart of Apple. And from this weekly chart, I provided him these annotations, and what these blue lines here represent are support levels. And the next logical support level is at the $422.94 level, last seen back in September, October of 2011. The probability of us getting to that level was highly likely. But his concern was whether or not he should open up the trade as a short-term day trade the following day. Now, although I don't day trade, I did take a look at the intraday chart to see how his setup would look. And here is that 30-minute chart. And this is the 24th trade here. On the morning of the 24th, they gapped Apple down. Huge, huge gap here. They closed it at the lows of the day. Very, very oversold. And my reply to the member was the weekly chart. You have support at the $422.94 level. My best hunch is that what they'll do is that they'll try to rally Apple Computer the morning of the 25th, and then they'll sell into that rally, which is exactly what happened, and we're well on our way down to that support level. That is the value that I provided that member. It wasn't a buy suggestion. It wasn't a sell suggestion. It was simply, here is your best game plan. And if you want to take a look at that video that I prepared, again, January the 24th, 2013, it's on my blog. Spend a few minutes and take a look at that. And as a member, when you log in, you get immediate access to Trade Coach. All you need to do is click on the Ask Robert tab. This is the screen that pops up. Enter your symbol, your question or thoughts, and hit the Send Question button. The reason why I started the Contrarian Trader was that I realized how crooked the game was, how stacked the deck was against the small trader, and if I could help that trader with a second opinion on a trade and help them to save money, then I've done my job. So please sign up for the 7-day free trial offer. You'll have immediate access to Trade Coach. If you decide to stay on as a member, you'll receive another 7 days free to the Contrarian Trader just to make sure it's for you. So please sign up now. Take advantage of the 14-day free trial offer. If you have any questions, send me an email at robert@thecontrariantrader.com, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you. I look forward to trading with you.